beautiful, beautiful. You know, I'm just thinking to myself before the show, you know, the audience over here, you make a guy feel great. You know, you're friendly. And over in my neighborhood, it's different, you know. Oh, I live, you gotta watch yourself, I'll tell you the truth. I live in a tough neighborhood, tough, you know. Yeah, last week a new guy moved in who was showing off. He knew karate. He broke a brick with his hand. Then they broke his hand with a brick. I'll tell you, my neighborhood, everybody's tough, you know. Even the people in business, they think tough. Well, there's a bank on my block. In this bank, if you open a savings account, they give you a free carving knife and point out 2 victims. I don't know, I tell you, I can't figure people out. I can't figure my wife out. My wife. She don't give me no respect, you know? No respect at all. Every time I set the alarm, she turns it off. She says, well, I earn. It don't pay to get up.
Johnny Carson was in the other night.
You heard about that? Yeah, he was. That guy's terrific, isn't he? Oh, gee, he's great. He's fast. Yeah, I was talking to him, you know. He told me all about Nebraska. That's where he comes from, Nebraska, you know. And I tell you, I think a little Nebraska is still in him. Because the night Johnny Carson was here, that was the first night the doorman ever parked the tractor. Now, I tell you, Dean, this place, even all kinds of people. The other night at the bar, I heard 2 guys talking, you know. I heard one guy say, what do you think of Cambodia? The other guy said, if he's Italian, he's all right, you know.
Me out with the crowds. Buy me some popcorn.
Beautiful package of Papa Jacks here.
Papa Jacks, will you keep quiet? Sebastian.
Excuse me, please.
Sebastian, please. Don't interrupt my act. Sebastian.
Oh, Mr. Blowhurst, I didn't see the lights there. I forgot about them.
What in the world are you doing? Why interrupt my act like this?
Well, look, Mr. Blowhurst, I mean, after all, if you're in a ballpark, they always sell peanuts and popcorns and things like that.
I know that, Sebastian, but not in front of him. I beg your pardon, friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, and also the children, will you excuse me for a minute, please? Thank you.
What do you want to do?
Look, Mr. Blowhurst.
Right. What are you doing?
I love baseball.
Well, we all love baseball.
When we get to St. Louis, will you tell me the guys' names on the team so when I go to see them in that St. Louis ballpark, I'll be able to know those fellas?
Well, now, is it all right, folks? All right.
Excuse me, I want to find out the fellas' names.
As long as it's okay with the
I'm
audience.
crazy about baseball.
Will you stand still? Pick up your hat. Go pick up your hat.
Okay.
Now, look. Then you'll go and peddle your popcorn and don't interrupt the act anymore?
Yes, sir.
All right. But you know, strange as it may seem, they give ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
Funny names?
Nicknames, pet names.
Not as funny as my name, Sebastian Dinwiddie.
Oh, yes.
Funnier than that?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Now, on the St. Louis team, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
That's what I want to find out. I want you to tell me the names of the fellas on the St. Louis team.
I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
Do you know the fellas' names?
Yes.
Well, then who's playing first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
The fellow playing first base for St. Louis.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
Well, what are you asking me for?
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, who is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who is on first?
Have you got a first baseman on first?
Certainly.
Then who's playing first?
Absolutely.
When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it. And why not? The man's entitled to it.
Who is?
Yes.
So who gets it?
Why shouldn't he? Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes. After all, the man earns it.
Who does?
Absolutely.
Well, all I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
Oh, no. What is on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Well, don't change the players.
I'm not changing nobody.
Take it easy.
What's the guy's name on first base?
What's the guy's name on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third. We're not talking about him.
How did I get on third base?
You mentioned his name.
If I mention a third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third?
No, who's playing first?
Stay off of first, will you?
Well, what do you want me to do?
Now, what's the guy's name on third base?
Well, what's on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third.
There I go, back on third again.
Well, I can't change their names.
Will you please stay on third base, Mr. Broadhurst?
Now, what is it you want to know?
What is the fella's name on third base?
What is the fella's name on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base.
Woo!
You got an outfield?
Oh, sure.
St. Louis has got a good outfield?
Absolutely.
The left fielder's name?
Why?
I don't know. I just thought I'd ask you.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Then tell me who's playing left field.
Who is playing first?
Stay out of the infield!
Don't mention their names out here.
I want to know what's the fella's name in left field.
What is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who is on first?
I don't know. Third base.
take it easy. Take it easy, man.
And the left fielder's name?
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's center field. He's center. Will you pick up your hat, please? Pick up your hat and
Look.
stop this. Oh, look,
Mr.
please.
Broadhurst.
Yes.
Wait a minute. You got a pitcher on the team?
Wouldn't this be a fine team without a pitcher?
I don't know. Tell me the pitcher's name.
Tomorrow.
You don't want to tell me the date?
I'm telling you, man.
Then go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow you're going to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen. Who is not pitching? Who is
I'll
on?
break your arm. You say who's on first?
Why come up here and ask?
I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know.
Third
Third
base.
base. You got a catcher?
Yes.
The catcher's name.
Today.
Today. And tomorrow's pitching.
Now you've got it.
That's all. St. Louis has got a couple of days on the team.
Well,
That's
I
all.
can't help that. All right. What do you want me to do?
Got a catcher?
Yes,
I'm a good catcher, too, you know.
I know that.
I would like to play for the St. Louis team.
Well, I might arrange that.
I would like to catch. Now, I'm being a good catcher. Tomorrow's pitching on the team, and I'm catching.
Yes.
Tomorrow throws the ball, and the guy up bunts the ball.
Yes.
Now, when he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out at first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now, that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's all you have to do.
Is to throw it to first base.
Yeah.
Now, who's got it?
Naturally.
Who has it?
Naturally.
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 Okay.
Now, you've got it.
I pick up the ball and I throw it to naturally.
I know you don't. You throw the ball to first base.
Then who gets it?
Naturally.
Okay.
All right.
I throw the ball to naturally.
You don't. You throw it to who?
Naturally.
Well, that's it. Say it that way.
That's what I said.
You did not.
I said I throw the ball to naturally.
You don't. You throw it to who?
Naturally.
Yes.
So I throw the ball to first base and naturally gets it.
No, you throw the ball to first base.
Then who gets it?
Naturally.
That's what I'm
You're
saying.
not saying that.
Excuse me, folks.
All right, I'm sorry, friend.
I throw the ball to
You
naturally.
throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's it. Well, say it that way.
That's what I'm
Don't
saying.
get excited. Now, don't get
I
excited.
throw the ball to first base
Then
and
who gets it?
he better get it.
All right, now don't get excited. Take it easy.
Now I throw the ball to first base. Whoever it is drops the ball, so the guy runs to 2nd. Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to I don't know. I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow. A triple play.
Yeah, it could be.
Another guy gets up and it's a long fly ball to because. Why? I don't know. He's on third, and I don't care.
What was that?
I said, I don't care.
Oh, that's a shortstop.
What are you doing up here? I thought you were downstairs boxing chocolates.
Oh, they kicked me out of there fast.
Why?
I kept pinching them to see what kind they were. This is the 4th department I've been in.
Oh, I didn't do so well either.
All right, girls. Now, this is your last chance. If one piece of candy gets past you and into the packing room unwrapped, you're fired.
Yes, ma'am.
Let her roll!
Oh, this is easier. Yeah, we can handle this okay. Listen, Ethel, I think this... I think we're fighting a losing game. Here she comes.
Fine, you're doing splendidly. Speed it up a little!
All right,
right, Mr. Cramden, for $100. Who is the composer of Swanee River?
Swanee River.
That's right, Swanee River. Can we have a few bars of Swanee River, Jose?
That's Swanee River.
That's right. Now, who's the composer? Your time's running out. Hurry up. You better take a guess.
Humma, 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 humma. Ed Norton. To buy the best.
Oh, you're a riot.
What could they want?
Oh, I can call you up.
That's no way to treat you. Get up! Everybody! Get up! Mike, get up! Get up! Baby, you're the greatest.
And now it's time to introduce the master of the insult, the only man who holds a black belt for hatred. Evel Knievel's next jump is his mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've had your rabies shots because here he comes, Mr. Don Rickles.
Dean, I thank you for your wonderful introduction. You would love the evening if you knew you were here. We have so many great celebrities. Of course, I want to thank Neil Armstrong. Neil? Over here, Neil. You're down. Neil Armstrong, the great astronaut, said in the capsule, "Hey, man, this is the moon." But I kid you. You're a great hero. You've told me that time and time again. Jimmy Stewart, one of our great stars. And James Stewart, I'd love you. We'd ask you to stand, but we know the movement could make you ill. Jimmy Stewart has been a great star for so many years. General Omar Bradley, all our great stars. Governor Ronald Reagan, who's going to retire after so many years of good service. And Governor, I say from my heart, I'm fed up with you.
Mr. Don Rickles.
What a night. Who are we honoring? And I'm just delighted, I must say, pardon me, I'm just delighted because I always wanted to meet Henry Fonda. Henry Fonda. You and Jesse in the barn with Frank, the whole thing. With Jackie Cooper, you were so good, Henry. God bless you. Now it's time to quit. Anyway, folks, I would like to say, pardon me, this is one of the greatest nights of my career. This wonderful packed night, really, to honor Lucille Ball, a great lady, a woman that I worked with on our television show, bless her heart, and she was the one that said to me, kid, come here. Jack Benny is over on the end. He didn't want to go for the table. Jack didn't want to take care of anybody. Bob Hope, as you all know, he's in the back, standing there with 3 soldiers and an American flag saying, find another war. I must be honest. I never liked Lucille Ball. I never did. We gotta be honest about it. All these guys come up, Lucy, Darling, Henry Fonda, Jesse, but you're my idol, Henry. Henry, are you up? Now, anyway. You are as beautiful as ever. My wife said to me last night, as we laid in bed, she said, is Lucy young? And I said, baby, young is not the point. It's what's in your heart, right, Lucy? Lucy? Put her in a home. Look at this. The husband went, yeah. Now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. During the next presentation, may I request your absolute silence?
Well, I thought my razor was dull until I heard his speech. And that reminds me of a story that's so dirty I'm ashamed to think of it myself.
For I have a message of great importance for everyone in the audience.
I implore you, send him back to his father and brothers, who are waiting for him with open arms in the penitentiary. I suggest that we give him 10 years in Leavenworth or 11 years in 12worth.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take 5 and 10 in Woolworth.
Now remember, please, absolute quiet.
Cut the cards.
Absolute quiet.
From Hollywood, the Jack Benny program, with his special guest, Bob Hope.
Mr. Benny, are you busy?
No.
Well, would you mind if I speak to you about something personal?
Something personal? What is it?
Well, I think the time has come for you to think about getting another secretary.
Oh, gee, I hate to have you quit. You know, I can make things a little bit easier for you. You know, a little less filing, a little less typing.
Oh,
you know.
I don't mind doing that. It's just that I'm sick and tired of knitting socks for you. Knit them yourself.
I don't know, I used to, but people kept staring at me on the bus. And anyway, we'll talk about this later. Now, look, I have gone through all of my investments here, and I've got to get rid of some of these stocks. So will you please make a list?
All right. 10 shares of Townsend Pipe Organ Company.
Yes, that's a company that makes pipe organs for theaters.
Well, I imagine you'll want to get rid of that.
Well, I don't know. I just had a letter from them. They said if silent pictures ever come back, they'll start paying dividends again. So, you know, it might be be all right. What's next?
The Ideal Harpoon Company.
Excuse me, just 1 minute.
Mr. Benny, for a man who's as shrewd with money as you are, I don't understand how you could have made such investments.
I don't either, Miss Gordon. I really don't. Look at these. Company after company I've invested money in, and every one of them has failed. They've all failed.
Gee, that's a shame.
Yeah. I must have lost over $200. Well, I'm not going to jump. I'm over it.
Oh, I've never seen such companies. The Ideal Harpoon Company. Now, why would you buy 3 shares of that?
Well, that was the controlling interest.
3 shares controlling interest?
Well, there were only 5. I don't know who owns the other 2. I mean, he never comes to any of the meetings. I guess he must be an Eskimo.
Well, that must be a fine company. Owned by Nanook of the North and Chinook of the South.
Very, very good. That's quite funny. I like that. I like
Mr. Benny, you know your writers have been in there working all morning. Do you have to keep checking on them?
Well, I've got them on a special assignment. I want them to finish before Bob Hope gets here.
Bob Hope's coming here?
That's right. I've got a wonderful idea for both of us. For Hope and myself. Ah, hey, fellas. Well, have you got a lot of good jokes?
Oh, yeah, we taught him a lot of good jokes. Yeah.
You did, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you must have. You've been typing in there for about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Let's see what you've got.
Well, Bobby, you tell him, huh, Bobby?
No, Mel, you tell him.
No, come on, Bobby.
Mel, you tell him.
Bobby, you
Please.
tell
Well, for heaven's sake, somebody tell me.
him. Okay. We forgot to put paper in a typewriter.